Welcome to the meeting room at Global TV Talk Show, a broadcast service of globalbusinessnews.net.
This episode from the meeting room of Global TV Talk Show is brought to you by
The Bridge School, the accredited international online private school of choice, at bridgek12.org.
Porch Light Rental and Destination Services. Reduce your renter lump sum or managed relocation costs. Visit them at porchlightrental.com.
And by airs.com. With our full range of services, we can help design and manage your international relocation. Find us at airs.com.
Primestone Partners, featuring corporate, government, and developer housing solutions, as well as senior-level advisory services. Find them at primestonepartners.com.
And by International Auto Source. We are the vehicle experts for expats, featuring all major brands of automobiles with flexible solutions and financing. On the web at intlauto.com.
Become a global player in your field.
Cross Culture to Go provides virtual support for your global business and career success.
We can help you thrive in 140 plus countries and markets.
On the web at crossculturetogo.com.
You're on Global TV Talk Show, and this episode, June 28th, 2021, is about photo talk. So this is a part of a series where I'm displaying photos that I've taken or acquired and really love, but 99% photos that I've taken personally using my phone, and then taking them into Pro and doing some work on them. So there's a story behind each one. And Producer Paul, I'm ready when you are. So this I call Dell on the Rocks. This is in San Diego in Coronado. And that's the famous Hotel Del Coronado. And I'm standing on the sand and at an angle behind some huge boulders, and I call it Del on the Rocks. So I need to tell you a little story here quick. They're undergoing major renovations to the property. And so I broached this topic to the bartender, saying, why don't they name a drink called Del on the Rocks? And so anyway, they haven't done it yet. Here's my photo, Del on the Rocks. So this is cool. The journey is the destination, and you can see that old-fashioned bicycle. Well, our friend in the UK, Andrew Elliman, actually rides one of those things around the city in London. And when I saw that, I said, boy, this is cool. So here we are in San Diego Harbor. I'm on a boat going under the famous Coronado Bridge. And that's not a flying saucer, that's the sun setting. But I enlarged some things there and played with the coloring. And that's why it looks like it's about to crash into the bridge. So here I am at Mission Beach on a sunset. And so it's traditional at Mission Beach, San Diego, that people gather on the boardwalk and look at the sunset, usually with a glass of their favorite beverage. Here we are in San Diego in the harbor, and this is the Star of India, beautifully all lit up. This used to be a cargo ship 100 years ago, and you know the darn thing still works. It still floats out in the harbor. So this is in Big Bear Lake, which is 7,000 feet above LA Metro. This was a cold night this past December. So this is a foggy day. and I'm on the IB Pier. IB is what us locals call Imperial Beach, IB. And we're on the pier, which goes out about 1,000 feet into the water. And there's a restaurant, one of my favorite restaurants, called the Tin Fish. And it's really good for a weekend brunch, fish and chips, or quesadilla, along with a cold beer. So this was a foggy day, and you could see the surface maintaining social distancing. Here we are on that same foggy day, and these birds are social distancing too. So here we are on a sunny day, actually in the afternoon, and this is in San Diego's Balboa Park in one of the historic buildings. And you see the way the light is coming in? That's the sun setting, late afternoon, and the angle of that. So this is in Hawaii. This is the side of a building along a street in the town called Paia, Paia. It's P-A-I-A. So what you're looking at is a painting, a mural, as I said, on the side of a building, on a street full of bars and restaurants. Okay, so here you have the cane fields, the sugar cane fields, and the train which picks up the barrels and the bushels of cane that has been harvested and brings them to, as you could see, the processing plant in the background. And what they actually do is burn off some of the sugar cane. And that's what you see here, the blue smoke coming up, going up there. And in the background is Mount Haleakala, which goes up to over 10,000 feet.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you a timely announcement.
Hi, I'm Sergei Gorbatov.
I'm Angela Lane.
Together we're researchers, writers and practitioners in the field of human resources.
And we've also been multi-country, multi-assignment career expats.
We owe our professional development and growth to a very large extent to the international assignment opportunities that we have had.
But in a world where distributed work may become the norm, we also want to understand what will happen to the nature, duration, and purpose of international assignments.
Together with our colleague, Julian Dalzell from the University of South Carolina, we're undertaking a study on the future of expatriation.
And we'd value your contribution. You can participate in this important study by completing a simple 10-minute questionnaire.
Access the questionnaire by typing in your browser tinyurl.com/expert study. That's tinyurl.com/expert study. You can also find the link here on ED's website next to this video.
Thank you for joining us in this study. In return for your contribution, we'll provide you with a copy of our research.
And of course, you'll be invited to an exclusive webinar hosted by Ed, where we will share our findings right here on Global Business News.
And so please go to tinyurl.com/expat study. Take the survey so that we can better understand the future of expatriation.
Something that's really neat is that the Bridge School partners with various organizations to provide learning for their students. For example, we partner with a major ballet company, and we are able to enroll several of their students into our school. So now not only is the student able to participate in a school and have a seamless transition while they're very active in their ballet career, but now they have other dancers that are with them that are doing some of the same courses. So it's almost becoming a camaraderie where they're taking similar courses, they're working together on their ballet, and really being able to form this great partnership with these organizations to provide a needed service. A lot of times there are student athletes who will spend hours and hours at the gym or at the basketball courts, wherever it is. And if they're attending a traditional school, they're in school from 8 to 3. They get a quick snack, and then they're at the gym for 3 to 4 hours in the evening. Coming to us and having that partnership, they're able to break that up throughout the day. They can have a morning practice, get some schooling in, have an afternoon practice, finish their schooling in the evening. So there's that flexibility. And additionally, if there are tournaments or performances, it's fantastic because if there's a week where they have shows straight through, they can take that week off of learning and then pick back up when they're done. So it offers this great flexibility. And for the program owners of these sports leagues, it is a win-win situation for them because they see this need. They see this need that their students need to make sure that they are obtaining the grades necessary to be successful adults in our country and in other countries. But it provides them an environment where they can be successful at both.
Okay, so here we are in Maui, and this is a bar, one of our favorite bars. It's right across from the beach. And anyway, if you come, I'll buy you a beer. Now, this is in Maui, and that's sunset, of course, and just dramatic, isn't it? Boy. All right, so this was shot from a sweatshirt that I purchased in this bar in Todos Santos, which is about 40 minutes north of Cabo San Lucas. Todos Santos is a surfing town along the coast, and the original Hotel California was built in 1928 as, believe me, it's not fancy, but that's became the theme of the Eagles song, Hotel California, because it was all about the surfing town and what goes on there. So this is a impressionistic view of Paris, and that's Notre Dame and the sidewalk across. This is an artist's rendition, and I took a picture of it. This is real cute, of course. And this is from, well, you know, San Diego's a Navy town. It's the headquarters for the Pacific Fleet, actually. And this is from a long time ago, and they were selling something, I forget what, but that's a good picture. That's the world upside down. Boy, COVID and the pandemic has had an impact on everything and everybody. And here in California, thankfully, the vaccine has worked, almost like a miracle. And everybody's going out doing things, but it's going from crisis to recovery. And this is the world turned upside down. So here we are back on the IB Pier, and one of our lunchtime escapades. And look at the two birds there on the edge. Looking at the two people sitting, looking at the birds. Yeah, bring that bigger. Oh, here we are. Okay, now this is an interesting picture. This was taken, I wasn't driving, but I was in the passenger. This is taken from the car, and we were going east along Interstate 10 on the way to Palm Springs. And this was in the winter. I think it was in March or April. And boy, was it chilly and cold. As you can see, those are very high mountains. Mountain range goes up to over 10,000 feet right there in Southern California. And but we're down in the desert going east towards Palm Springs. But look at the snow. So here we are in the desert, finally there, and it's the low desert, and the sun is bright, clear skies most of the time, and really just wonderful for gardens. And here we are in Palm Desert. Actually, this is the zoo. It's called the Living Desert. And they have giraffes, obviously, and they just come right up, especially if you're holding something to eat. I love this picture. I wonder what they're looking at. Okay, these are friends, old friends. On the left is Jeff Wengler, who's president of AIRS, relocation company. And that's Mr. Putt, who's the original founder. Okay, here we are in the music room in my son-in-law's house, and that's some of their instruments. And that's PhotoTalk for June 28th. I welcome you to come on the next show with your pictures. Contact me at this email, publisher@globalbusiness.media, and let's discuss. Thank you for watching PhotoTalk.
Thank you for joining us in the meeting room at Global TV Talk Show.
Have a wonderful day, and stay safe.